Hello, welcome to Eat Naked 2013, and I am on, well, almost the end of day 3 on my water fast. Okay, so symptoms. Not enough sleep. I cannot fall asleep. Every hour I'm awake. It's not because of any type of hunger pains or anything. It's actually just can't stop the chatter in my mind. It's like I can't just block it out. And what's so crazy is while I did my 60-day juice fast, I actually got rid of having insomnia. At one point, I was prescribed sleeping medication, and I never took it. I was ready to take it, though, because it was every hour I would get up. And finally, after the juice fast, it went away. I was able to sleep at least like in 5-hour chunks of time instead of every hour, which for me was huge, getting rest. Yeah, the uncontrollable saliva thing happens like maybe twice a day, but it's not as bad as it was the first night. Let's see. No food temptations. I mean, things smell good, but I'm not like, oh my god, I gotta have that. This is driving me nuts. We went to a Marisco restaurant yesterday, where they have like shrimp cocktails, Mexican style, and smell delicious. I actually was more tempted when they brought a plate of cucumbers, but it wasn't like I had to have it. If anything, I was dealing a little bit more with emotions and having a hard time dealing with judgments or criticism, or feeling like a lot of people weren't, supportive. And I gotta come to terms with, I know that people are just simply concerned about me, and I would too if I didn't do my research. So I encourage everybody to read up on fasting. There's a lot on YouTube if you're interested on the importance of, if you do eat any sort of animal products, dairy products, trying to eliminate that out of your body. And you want facts and doctors and numbers and the deepest study. Let's see, the most comprehensive study of nutrition ever conducted, the China study by Dr. PhD Colin Campbell. This is a really good book if you're all into the numbers and stuff. But my favorite for my process this time around is Rational Fasting by Arnold Ehart. He has a lot of good stuff and believes that actually all illnesses he believes comes from, don't want to say the word, constipation. And so in order to get rid of that, a really good and quick, vigorous way to eliminate that, which will help you eliminate the illness, is one way is fasting, and also eating as much raw food as possible, high in fruit. And how do you get your protein then? Well, did you know that broccoli has almost double the amount of protein than a piece of meat does? Without the fat, my friends. Without the fat. And it absorbs into your body, I don't know how many times quicker, but a lot quicker. And actually, some people may not pass their meats for days and some even years. Did you know that most of us carry about up to 10 pounds of fermented, poop in our bellies? Now that's gross. Okay, so that's gross. I know you guys don't like talking about the poo word, but gotta continue the elimination, and it is an ongoing process. It's all about living a detoxing lifestyle, not just also from food. It is a balance of everything: sunlight, rest, exercise. But if you can control almost 80% of your illness, or 80% of just how healthy you are, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to live optimally, and why wouldn't you seek mental clarity and good sleep and happiness and longevity and sharing with your family and friends for longer, you know, and being able to do the best that you can, because when you feel your best, obviously you're going to do your best and everything. So anyways, also I am totally into, because I was dealing with like, you know, it was a little frustrating not to have the support that I was hoping for. But it's part of, I know, this journey, and I'm really glad that I'm documenting this for my own research to look back on, as well as to share with people that are interested on this experiment that, who knows, may or not work. But I believe in all my heart that I'm doing the right thing, and I think at the end of the day, that's what we all should be doing. And you know, sometimes doing something that most people don't do is what it's all about. It's a true test, a true obstacle and challenge, and that's what makes us stronger as individuals. So, gotta keep a good mental attitude. That is key, my friends. Because yeah, one of the hardest parts is the social part of not just fasting, but eating raw vegan, or just vegan or vegetarian, or just not eating meat or whatever. And so this book gave me a few words of wisdom, and the chapter is called "Are You Crazy?" The mere idea of not eating, not taking in food after a lifetime of daily meals is an extraordinary idea. Is not eating a question of life and death? Without food, won't we die? We eat so consistently. Isn't it because we need to? What happens if we stop? If these are some of the questions going through your mind, you could use a dose of outside support. But you won't get it. It's a very lonely task. An unintended isolationism. People will feel for you, but they will try to persuade you to eat. Loved ones will be afraid for you. Medical people who have little understanding of fasting, we all know that this is mostly because most medical doctors are not educated in nutrition or the power of plant-based foods. And, you know, that's another subject. You never expected to deal with other people's insecurities in addition to your own. You're not just part crazy, you are an outcast. If you are secure in what you're doing, you will soon realize that people are afraid of you, and they are afraid of what you represent. You're making a statement by your actions which some will admire and respect. Now you have to remember that some of the greats of our times and not our times, and Hippocrates and Einstein and Edison, and like it could be in art and music, whatever. For a while, people were like, well, you know what? At the end of the day, it takes a little crazy or the people the quote that my sister put on my by who is it? Apple dude. By Steve Jobs. That, you know, it's the crazy people who like think that they can change the world are the ones that really end up doing it, you know, and so keep on strong, my friends, and anything that you desire in this world, you can do it. Why not? Who says you can't? Watch me. But for others, you will reflect their own lack of courage and neglect for their own bodies. You remind them of what they would rather not confront, and they get angry as a cover for their insecurities. Their response is to condemn rather than face their own problems. So, yeah, just a few words of encouragement for those dealing with the whole social issue, which could be really difficult because you're so used to being around the same people, and all of a sudden you change, and you know, I don't know, sometimes it feels like people try to avoid you, or, you know, because they think you're judging them, and so it's changes is a challenge. We got to embrace it. And yeah, so that is all for tonight. I have a really, really juicy subject tomorrow. It's going to cause some more controversy. So stay tuned. It's going to be an exciting one. And Lots of love. I hope you all sleep well, as I will tonight. Good night. And don't forget to eat your fruits and veggies and share love, education, ask me questions. It makes me that much stronger to do my own research. Good night.